Good morning, dear students. How are you all doing? I'm sure you must be taking good care of yourselves and enjoying learning the lessons at home. Today, we are going to continue with chapter 13, our environment. We had started it in the previous video, and today we are going to do the second part. In the first part, we had learned about natural environment, our natural environment, and we had also learned about human environment. So today we are going to learn how they are important. Importance of natural environment. We study natural environment because all humans are influenced by the physical or natural environment. Naturally, we are staying in on this earth and everything that surrounds us. The environment in which we live, they are very important for us. Not only human beings but also plants and animals are influenced by the environment. Very few people want to live in a desert or a mountainous region because there the environment is very harsh. It is not easy to grow crops in such areas. Some people do not try to live in such areas because of harsh climate, which is either too hot or too cold. Moreover, means of transport are not so easily available in such hostile areas. Hostile means not very friendly. So that is why such areas are sparsely populated. The population is not too much here. Very few people like to live in region where the environment is not very friendly for us. It is not favorable. On the other hand, people would like to live in such places where the land is fertile, climate is pleasant, and means of transport and communication are abundant. And such areas are mostly the plain areas. You have learnt about landform of India and the northern plain, which is the mostly lying in the river basin. Those are the most fertile region and they are thickly populated. Meanwhile, the desert and the desert areas and the hilly areas, they are not very thickly populated, they are thinly populated because of the environment, which is not very friendly for human existence. Now arises a very important question. Why should we protect our environment? Environment is necessary to support us. Every time we keep talking about that we should take good care of our environment, we should protect it. So we should know why it is important for us to protect our environment. It provides us with various necessities of life such as air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and land to live. Not only this, it provides us different natural resources like plants, wood, fuel, minerals, and energy. We depend on industries, and from where does all the raw materials for these industries come? Again, these are provided by these natural resources. So that is the reason it's very important that we should not do anything to play havoc, that is to disturb or to destroy our natural resources by recklessly exploiting it and thereby damaging the environment. Irrational use. Irrational means without thinking. Unnecessary use of our natural resources like forests, pastures, that is, grasslands, farms, minerals, etc., would harm us to such an extent that no reform measures later on would do anything to repair the loss already done. It will be an irreparable loss if we harm our environment, especially the natural environment. It needs plenty of care and protection. Not only we, but our coming generations would be put to a great loss because once lost, it takes plenty of time to regain. If we have cut forests, if we have cut trees, we can cut trees in maybe an hour or so, but for another tree to grow and become so big takes plenty of years. It will take at least 5 to 10 years for a tree to grow full size, and it will take maybe half an hour to cut it down. So we should be very careful with our natural environment. Next, we move to a very important part of our environment, and that is the ozone layer. I know when we had done the domains of the earth in standard 4, you had learned about atmosphere. And once, very quickly, I am going to recall what you had learned about atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is a column of air which surrounds the earth up to the height of 1600 kilometers above the earth's surface. And this column of air is called atmosphere. And after the atmosphere ends, we have airless outer space. We also learned about an important gas, that is oxygen, which is very important for us. And similarly, there is another gas which is ozone, and this is also very important for us. How it is important, we are going to learn. In the picture here, put here, you will see atmosphere has 5 layers. You had learnt last year. These 5 layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. If you don't remember, you can go back, take out your standard 4 book and see. And today we are going to pay attention mostly to the ozone layer which lies in the stratosphere. As you can see in the picture here, just after Earth's surface we have up to 10 kilometers troposphere, and this is the area where the commercial flights, the planes, they fly in this region. And beyond that we have the ozone layer and stratosphere, which extends up to 50 kilometers. And these two layers are very important because troposphere is immediately above, and then we have ozone layer which is very important for us. And how it is important, we are going to learn now. Ozone layer. First thing we should know is what is ozone. So formation of ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen. Oxygen is O2. There are 2 atoms of oxygen, and O3, that is ozone has 3 atoms of oxygen. The formation of ozone takes place in the upper stratosphere. Importance of ozone layer. Now this is very important. You should know why ozone layer is so important. Ozone layer is important because it absorbs the burning ultraviolet radiation from the sun. In the absence of the ozone layer found in the atmosphere, and in the event of ultraviolet rays reaching Earth's surface, our planet would have been unfit for human habitation and other living beings. Ozone layer is almost like a blanket which protects us from harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Thus, ozone layer protects us from these harmful rays. The presence of this layer is a boon to human beings. Boon means it is a blessing for us. Another important thing we are going to learn about is ozone depletion. Now, what is the meaning of depletion? Depletion means becoming less. And how, if ozone goes on decreasing, the amount of ozone in the ozone layer becomes less, then what will happen and what are its harmful effects? The presence of ozone layer is so vital, so important to human life, that its depletion may lead to disastrous consequences, very terrible results. And what are those? In the absence of ozone layer, the excessive radiation of ultraviolet rays of the sun would render man and animals blind and cause crop damage and reduce immunity. Such drastic ill effects it has. So ozone protects us from the harmful rays, and if this ozone layer is damaged, the consequences can be so serious. I have put one picture for you to understand the process of ozone depletion. You can see that red part, that is dangerous area. Why? Because you can see that there is a hole in the ozone layer, and because of harmful effects which we are going to learn why that hole is formed. You can see that the ultraviolet ray instead of being sent back to the space, being deflected back, is entering Earth's atmosphere and reaching Earth. So if that happens uh, for over a larger area, it will be disastrous for us, as we have already learned. What are other ill effects? This would also burn man's skin, increase the incidence of skin cancer, and destroy many aquatic and microscopic forms of life. In addition, it could damage the flora on our earth. Flora means the plant part, flora and fauna. The plant kingdom constitutes the flora, and the animal kingdom constitutes the fauna. Then further move further, another reason for now we come to the cause why we have this reduction in the quantity of ozone, why the layer is being depleted, reducing, it is decreasing. Another reason is a continuous release of synthetic chemicals, primarily chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFC, into the atmosphere. And this is a kind of synthetic gas uh, which is produced because of uh, the industrial activities. So CFCs are synthetic industrial chemical compounds containing chlorine, fluorine and carbon atoms, and they are very harmful for the ozone layer. Even because of vehicular pollution, or from the AC we have, all those who have AC at home must have seen that outside, when you go outside an AC room, you will see that the air is very hot. The air which comes from the machine of the AC, it is very hot, and that is very harmful for for our environment. So I tried to put a picture for you to understand the importance of ozone layer, the concept of ozone layer depletion, as well as how this happens. So you can see in the picture here, the sun's ultraviolet rays, they are coming to the ozone layer and they are being deflected back, they are going back to the space. But some rays are coming, reaching our earth. In the second picture you can see the solar radiation, the purple part, that is the stratosphere, it comes till there, the ozone layer, the blue part, acts as a blanket and protects us from these harmful solar radiation. But from in the troposphere you can see that buildings are there, and because of pollution, because of the industries, as we have learned now, CFCs, they move upwards and they cause that ozone depletion and the hole in the ozone layer, which causes ultraviolet rays to reach our earth, which is very harmful. So in order to protect our environment, we need to protect the ozone layer and we need to bring the pollution level down. So this is an important thing we should all think about. And we will move to another important topic related to our environment, that is global warming, in the next video. So till we meet again, you all keep learning and keep smiling, and also keep taking good care of yourselves.